Hello, welcome to 6.1 day 2. Today we're talking about translations, so really about how changing your equation changes your graph. So the first thing we're going to talk about is a horizontal translation. That's an h value. If you have a times b to the power of x plus h, that's going to move your graph h units to the left. If you have a times b to the power of x minus h, that's going to move it h to the right. This is the one where it's sort of opposite of what you think, in that if you have a positive h, oops, that's not a highlighter. If you have a positive h, it's going to move it in the negative direction. If you have a negative h, it's going to move it in the positive direction. Then we have a vertical translation. That one is all about your numbers on the end. So if you have a positive k, it's going to move up, just like you would think it would. If you have a negative k, it's going to move it down. All right, that being said, we're going to look at two examples, and we're going to talk about how they shift. All right, so for my first example, we have y equals 3 times 5 to the power of x plus 1 minus 2. Now remember, your h value is that number that's part of your power. It's after x. The one thing to note is that to write your h value correctly, you actually have to flip the sign. So technically, instead of being a positive 1, my h value is negative 1. That tells me that because it was a positive up here, it shifts it to the left. So notice that says a negative. I know if I want to go left or right, I go left because it's negative. So these two should match. So I know I would go over 1. Your k value is that number on the end, negative 2. For this one, you don't have to change anything, so it's still going to stay negative 2. And then because it's negative, it's going to go down. So remember, h shifts it left or right, and you do have to change the sign. K shifts it up or down. Don't change the sign. It stays the same. All right, for my second one, we have y equals 4 times 1/4 to the power of x minus 3 plus 2. So for my h value, again, we're going to go ahead and look at that number after x, negative 3. I'm going to change the sign, so technically my h value is a positive 3. And then I know h moves it left or right, and since it's a positive 3, that moves it to the right. Again, looking up here, we had a minus h to begin with, and that tells me it moves right. For our k value, it's going to be that number after our equation being added or subtracted. In this case, it's a positive 2. My k value shifts it up or down, and since it's a positive number, it's going to go up 2. So my graph went over 3 to the right and up 2 based on this equation. All right, thank you for watching this video about your shifts. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your teacher and go ahead and move on to the next video.